Hey, hi, hello, voices and noise makers. Vaughn's Voice Views back with another view you can use. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. All right, we're back at the Daltons, and they have a special visitor, Malachi Jr., pulling up. Let's go.
What's up, Malachi? What's up, man? My sister in here? Yeah, she in there. Man, why, man? Why? What are you talking about, Malachi? My sister. How could you do that, man? Man, no, both of y'all did y'all dirt. I get that. But what you did, bro, that was low. Low. You had a baby with her best friend. That's foul, though. Look, Malachi, I know I messed up. But that's my wife. I love your sister. And then that's your wife. So what you done playing house with Shayla? You wanna come back home? You foul, dog. You know what, Aaron? I can look at you right now. Man to man. Bro, I don't want you with my sister. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You ain't good for her, bro. You ain't good for her mentally. You ain't good for her spiritually. You ain't good for her at all. And I just pray that one day, bro, just let her be. Let her be, man. Malachi, I know you're upset. That's my wife. And regardless of what you think, I love that woman. I made a mistake. And a very costly one. But I promise to you, looking at you man to man, I'm not gonna make that mistake ever again. Hope you don't, bro. That's all I gotta say. Hope you don't. What you gonna say, man?
All right, let's make our exit right here, voices. Malachi Jr. has been missing in action for a little while, but like I said, they bring a lot of the past characters back. Why, I don't know. But the funny thing is this. I think way back, some like last year sometime, when all of this exploded, Malachi, or when he found out about him messing around, I don't know what it was, but him and Anthony had a little confrontation thing. But this is what is puzzling to me at this moment. Where have you been, Malachi Jr.? Because literally, Amber been in that house by herself dealing with this. Brittany been coming around, Mama Brenda, Coca. The funny thing is, her siblings, Malachi Jr., Amanda had really just started coming around when Amber said to her she was feeling lonely and didn't want to be in the big house alone, and she was having Amanda spend the night a lot. But like really checking on her like that, it's really been Ernestine. Like at those moments when she was low, Ernestine made her get back to her boss self and her, her fly and her hair and everything when she got out of that funk. And then it was Ernestine again when Amber found out about the trip to Jamaica that Ernestine said, come on, let's take a overnight trip to New York. Like Malachi Jr., you have not been around. Now, where you been, I don't know. Malachi Jr. comes from a place of constant hurt. Like every girl they've had him with on this in this Skitland network has cheated on him in one way, form, or another. You know, him and Mike fell out, and I mean, everyone he's encountered. So he has that kind of hurt thing to him. Now, what I do like about, I'm gonna say something about Anthony that many may not agree with, but I am. But that don't mean for him to continuously to take that abuse from Shayla like he taking it. He need to stop going through there for real. But one thing I noticed about him, when it come to a dude, to a man, he don't back down. He's staying 10 toes down, straight forward. He did it with Brody, and he doing it with Malachi Jr. Like he ain't punking down, you know, saying like, well, he not holding his head down. He holding his head up, saying, "I love your sister. That's my wife. That's my wife." And in so many unspoken words saying, "Mind your business," really. But I can understand both sides of these men. Malachi as her brother, and Anthony as the husband. But what people have to understand is when it comes to marriage, that it don't matter who you are to whatever spouse, it ain't your place, because now they are one, and it's not for you to get in. My son, my oldest son, has been married for 20, I think this year they celebrated 23 years. Yeah, he did better than his mama. Like, solid. Is it 23? I think 20. I think they've been together. They've been together 25 years. 25 years and married 20. Don't quote me, but they've been solid. They've been solid, I know, for 25 years together. So yeah, and it's not my place, no matter how I feel, because it says you leave your parents and cleave to your spouse. So that's what people got to understand about marriage. That's why it's very important to keep all that outside noise out. You can't go around telling everybody everything, Anthony and Amber. You cannot. Y'all have to come to each other, because we talked about it, like with Brittany Esquire. Everybody else is still mad, right? But a lot of these conversations are going to continue. These confrontations are going to continue, because we're just getting started with the Amber and Anthony back together tour. I said that about several episodes ago, that this is where they're going to be. Everybody they have not seen since they got back together, this is what it's going to be like. So Brittany had her turn. Now Malachi Jr. had his turn. Coca had her turn. Amanda is up probably next, or Dalen, and Wayne found out he had his turn. He already had her turn, right? Shayla had her turn. So all the people that, that's in this circle, it's going to be conversations like this. So hang in there, Aunt. Don't feel no ways tired. Continue to confide and trust in your wife. Hold on. Y'all hold on to God's unchanging hand. And I'm standing 10 toes down for this reunion, this reconciliation, this reunited. And I don't know if it feels so good, but it will eventually, y'all. Y'all make some noise down below. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I'm out.